As software develops, and it's really becoming a commodity. I mean, years ago, not every business would have business management software. Now, virtually every company does, and there's more and more brands, and it becomes something you must have rather than something I may need. So, our products are exceptional. I mean, they're good, but there are many good competitors also. And we realize that if we're going to differentiate ourselves, it's going to have to be beyond the functionality of our products. It's going to have to be that we're delivering an experience that, our customers want to come back for. I'm Hal Bloom. I'm Vice President of Market Research for Sage North America. Sage is a global business management software company headed in the UK. Globally, we have about 12,000 employees, about 5,000 in North America. In North America, we have roughly 30 different product lines, and we have offices. Our main office is in Irvine and Atlanta and Scottsdale, but we do have offices all around the country. We're responsible, our team is responsible for all research conducted by the Corporation North America. Customer experience being one piece of it, anything from market segmentation to advertising evaluation, developing strategies, product development. It's anything to really understand where our growth is, and as we look 4 or 5 years down the road, where are the opportunities, what can we do to identify it as we get into different pricing scenarios, and really understanding the needs of our customers, what we do at our end to deliver it to meet those needs. I'm with Sage now almost 13 years, and there always was customer sat. I mean, it was a given. When I came on board, it was a typical annual survey that we'd measure scores, and we would show all our product lines how well they were doing. And after a few years, it became obvious that it was a number, and the numbers really weren't conveying anything. Basically, our customers are very satisfied with our products. I mean, our products are good. They deliver what they're supposed to. And I made the recommendation about 5 years ago that we had to go beyond satisfaction to loyalty. There's a big difference between having a satisfied customer and a loyal customer. Well, what we're really finding is as we measure, we use Net Promoters on measurement, as we decide what we're going to spend our time on, and we know the value of our customers. We know what their lifetime value is. We know what their average revenue is. We know how many times they recommend. We know how many products they're buying. We have now proven to ourselves that a happy customer buys more. And as we made a major transition this year from a house of brands, as Sage has grown from acquisition, to a branded house. Every product now is branded Sage. Customers are now more aware of all the Sage products that are available. And as we develop our loyalty, it's much easier to make them aware of our products. And a satisfied customer definitely buys more and are starting to buy more products than they had done in the past. We have done many surveys. We do have our transactional survey, which is from the support end, where we also, within 24 hours, call back every person who calls support, and have started getting into text analytics in those surveys. And that's only recently that we're getting into heavy text analytics. And the customer loyalty survey we conduct is a survey across our entire customer base, which we conduct on an quarterly basis. Every customer gets contacted at least once during the year. They are asked to indicate how happy they are with our products, how likely they are to recommend our products, and where we really have started to differentiate is also through text analytics, of understanding what's driving their reason to recommend or not recommend. And out of that, we are able to develop key drivers and key moments of truth, as we call it. And from that, we develop action plans that we hold the product lines accountable for. One of the things we try to do with our customer experience and our loyalty is how do we move the needle? We really want to get customers to become positive and buy more and recommend more. What surprised me, and I think surprised the organization, when we talk about detractors, unhappy customers, they can be moved up the ladder. Over the last couple of years, we've taken a strong initiative of closing the loop with customers. We really try very hard, if a customer is dissatisfied, and we find that out from our surveys, is to recontact them and find out why. I think what's surprising to me was how many of these unhappy customers you can convert to an advocate just by closing the loop. And we try to do that as much as we can, of just, you told us you're unhappy, we heard you, we're going to do everything we can, to make you happy. It's sort of that wow factor that I told you something and you responded. And that's, to me, you're going to surprise me of how many of those. And we've seen up to 30% actually being converted from a detractor to a promoter just by reaching out. We believe Net Promoter is equal to almost some of our financial metrics. I mean, we do report that not only in North America, but all around the world. And we try to do everything we can, to move that needle. And once we started getting into text analytics, we were able to really understand what drives that score. I mean, prior to that, it was a number. I mean, it was just, okay, we're doing well, we're not doing well. But we got to really understand both positive and negative, what's driving that score. And as it's senior management driven down, and as we go across our entire corporation, and the general managers are the ones who are really held accountable for what we do at Net Promoter. By getting their buy-in early and getting them engaged early and having them decide who their key stakeholders are in the process, we have their buy-in, we have their team buy-in, and we get everybody on the same page, product line by product line, to say, this is what we're going to work on. These are the key areas. Research has told us, this is what customers are telling us. As I mentioned in my presentation, that we've also bring employees in. We know where there's alignment and there's not alignment. So we do get buy-in from each product line individually. And what we're learning now is we're doing this across the entire corporation, the similarities. It's not that every product line is different. The same issues, both positive and negative, start to show up. Now we're seeing commonalities across Sage North America that we can work on, that we can promote. We see our strengths that we could have a campaign to promote. We see areas that we have to work on from a corporation point of view, and areas we have to work on from a product line point of view.